7 signs of weakness in men women spot instantly. Ever felt like you're putting in the work, striving for success in your career, maybe even focusing on your personal growth, yet something still feels off in your interactions, especially with women? Do you ever catch that fleeting look, that subtle shift in demeanor, and wonder what it signals? Maybe you've been on dates that fizzle out, or you've noticed a lack of genuine respect in your professional or personal life. You're not alone. It's a silent struggle many men face, projecting weakness without even realizing it. You might be trapped in a cycle where you feel overlooked, undervalued, or simply not seen for who you truly are. But what if I told you there's a way to cut through the confusion and understand exactly what signals of weakness women, and frankly, most people, pick up on immediately? What if you could learn to cultivate an inner strength that radiates confidence and earns genuine respect? In this video, I'm going to share 7 key signs that women instinctively recognize as weakness in men. And more importantly, I'll reveal how to fix them using the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. This isn't about playing games or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about building a solid foundation of inner resilience and self-mastery. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of these subtle yet powerful indicators of weakness. You'll learn why they're perceived that way, and crucially, you'll gain practical, Stoic-based strategies to transform these weaknesses into strengths. You'll understand why certain behaviors undermine your presence and how to cultivate an aura of self-assuredness that attracts respect and genuine connection. So are you ready to take control of how you're perceived and build an unshakable inner core? Which of these signs do you suspect might be showing up in your life? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're committed to mastering your inner game and projecting your strongest, most authentic self, then hit that subscribe button for more actionable insights and Stoic wisdom right here on The Resilient Man. Let's dive in and uncover these critical signs. In today's fast-paced and competitive world, where first impressions matter and confidence is highly valued, understanding how you're perceived is paramount. While societal expectations around masculinity are evolving, certain underlying traits continue to signal a lack of inner strength and self-mastery, which are often instinctively picked up on. The Stoic philosophy, with its emphasis on self-control, reason, and virtue, provides a powerful roadmap for cultivating the very opposite of weakness: resilience and inner fortitude. Let's explore 7 common signs of weakness that women often recognize quickly and how to address them through a Stoic lens. Number 1. The please like me syndrome, excessive need for external validation. We all desire connection and approval to some extent. However, when this desire becomes an insatiable need, constantly seeking reassurance and validation from others, it projects a significant lack of self-worth. This might manifest as frequently asking for opinions on trivial matters, constantly seeking praise for ordinary actions, or fishing for compliments about your appearance or achievements. As the Stoic Emperor Marcus Aurelius wisely observed, it is a ridiculous thing for a man not to fly from his own badness, which is indeed possible, but to fly from other men's blame, which is impossible. Your value shouldn't be contingent on the fleeting opinions of others. The Stoic solution here is to shift your focus inward. Instead of seeking external validation, cultivate a strong sense of self-approval rooted in your own values and actions. Set meaningful goals aligned with your principles and derive satisfaction from the process of striving towards them, regardless of external recognition. As Epictetus taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. When you base your self-worth on your internal compass, rather than the fickle winds of external opinion, you project an aura of self-assurance that is far more attractive and respectable. According to a study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, Individuals with a strong internal locus of control, believing they control their own destiny, tend to exhibit higher levels of confidence and resilience in social interactions. Activity. Conduct a validation inventory. Over the next few days, become more conscious of how often you seek external approval. Keep a mental note or even a written log of instances where you asked for unnecessary validation. For each instance, ask yourself, why did I feel the need for that reassurance? What internal belief might be driving this behavior? Then, challenge that belief and consciously choose a more self-validating response in similar situations. Number 2. The perpetual apologizer, saying sorry for existing. While genuine apologies are crucial for maintaining healthy relationships, excessive and unnecessary apologies are a significant sign of weakness. Constantly saying sorry for things that aren't your fault, for expressing your opinions, or even for simply taking up space can make you appear timid, insecure, and lacking in conviction. As Seneca eloquently stated, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Sometimes asserting yourself or expressing a differing viewpoint might feel uncomfortable, but it's a necessary part of authentic communication and shouldn't warrant an apology unless you've genuinely caused harm. The Stoic approach involves cultivating self-awareness and understanding your right to have your own thoughts, feelings, and boundaries. Replace the habit of over-apologizing with more assertive and confident language. Instead of saying, sorry for bothering you, try, excuse me. Instead of sorry for my opinion, try, believe. Focus on expressing yourself clearly and respectfully without feeling the need to preemptively apologize for your presence or your perspective. This doesn't mean being rude or insensitive. It means owning your voice and your position with quiet confidence. Research from a study in social, psychological, and personality science suggests that individuals who frequently over-apologize are often perceived as less competent and lower in status. Activity. Implement the apology audit. Pay close attention to how many times you say sorry throughout the day. In each instance, ask yourself, was this apology truly necessary? Could I have expressed myself differently? Consciously practice using alternative phrases and focusing on confident communication rather than preemptive apologies. Number 3, the emotional volcano, reacting instead of responding. In a high-pressure environment or even in the complexities of personal relationships, emotional reactivity, getting easily flustered, angry, or overly sensitive, is a clear indicator of a lack of inner control. As Epictetus astutely pointed out, any person capable of angering you becomes your master. He can anger you only when you permit him. Letting your emotions dictate your behavior makes you appear unpredictable and easily manipulated, undermining your authority and respect. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of emotional regulation and responding to situations with reason and composure. When faced with a trigger, practice taking a pause, a deep breath, a moment of silent reflection before reacting. Analyze the situation objectively, focusing on what you can control, your thoughts and actions, rather than being swept away by your immediate emotional response. This doesn't mean suppressing your emotions entirely, but rather processing them rationally and choosing a measured, thoughtful response. Cultivating this emotional resilience allows you to navigate challenging situations with grace and strength, projecting an aura of power and self-mastery. A study in the Journal of Applied Psychology found that individuals who demonstrate emotional stability under pressure are often seen as more effective leaders and more reliable in high-stakes situations. Activity. Practice the pause and reflect technique. The next time you feel a strong emotional reaction arising, consciously pause before speaking or acting. Take 3 deep breaths and ask yourself, what am I feeling? Why am I feeling this way? What is the most rational and constructive way to respond to this situation? Number 4, the doormat syndrome, sacrificing your mission for her attention. While showing care and consideration for a partner is essential, constantly putting their needs and desires above your own, especially at the expense of your own goals and aspirations, can paradoxically lead to a loss of respect. Dropping everything for her at a moment's notice, neglecting your responsibilities, or abandoning your personal pursuits in the hope of winning her affection often signals a lack of self-worth and a feeling that you need to constantly prove your value. As Marcus Aurelius wisely advised, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. If your thoughts are constantly revolving around seeking someone else's approval at the expense of your own purpose, you are unlikely to find true fulfillment or earn genuine respect. Stoicism encourages a strong sense of self-reliance and the importance of having a clear mission and purpose in life. While relationships are valuable, they should complement, not replace, your individual goals and values. Maintain your commitments, pursue your passions, and prioritize your personal growth. When you have a strong sense of direction and self-respect, you naturally become more attractive and respectable. Women are often drawn to men who are driven, ambitious, and have a clear vision for their lives. According to research in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships, individuals who maintain their own interests and friendships outside of a romantic relationship tend to report higher levels of relationship satisfaction and individual well-being. Activity. Define your core pillars. Identify 3 to 5 core values, goals, or passions that are central to your identity and your vision for your life. Make a conscious effort to allocate time and energy to these pillars each week, ensuring that your personal pursuits remain a priority alongside your relationships. Number 5. The safety-first approach. Fear of rejection and avoidance of risk. Playing it safe might seem like a way to avoid pain or disappointment, but consistently avoiding risks, whether it's approaching someone you're attracted to, expressing your true opinions, or pursuing a challenging opportunity, often signals a fear of rejection and a lack of confidence. Hesitating to make eye contact, avoiding initiating conversations, or overthinking every interaction can project an image of timidity and insecurity. As Seneca wisely noted, difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. Growth and confidence often come from stepping outside of your comfort zone and embracing the possibility of failure. Stoicism encourages us to face our fears with courage and to accept that setbacks and rejections are a natural part of life. Train yourself to embrace discomfort and take small risks regularly. This could involve striking up a conversation with a stranger, expressing a dissenting opinion in a meeting, or pursuing a new hobby that challenges you. Each small act of courage builds your resilience and diminishes the power of fear. Remember, rejection is not a reflection of your worth, it's simply an outcome. Focus on the effort you put in, the lessons you learn, and the growth you experience through taking action. Research in the Journal of Experimental Psychology suggests that individuals who approach challenging situations with a growth mindset, believing their abilities can be developed, tend to experience less fear of failure and achieve greater success over time. Activity. Implement the daily dare. Challenge yourself to do one thing each day that slightly pushes you outside of your comfort zone. This could be something as simple as starting a conversation with someone new or taking on a slightly more challenging task at work. Gradually, increasing your exposure to discomfort will help you build confidence and overcome your fear of rejection. Number 6. The perpetual complainer, focusing on problems instead of solutions. While it's natural to vent frustrations occasionally, constantly complaining about your job, your luck, or how women treat you can be incredibly unattractive. It projects an image of helplessness, negativity, and a lack of agency. As Marcus Aurelius wisely wrote, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Focusing on what's unfair or what you can't control drains your energy and makes you appear weak and ineffective. The Stoic approach involves shifting your focus from what's outside of your control to what you can influence. Instead of dwelling on problems, focus on identifying potential solutions and taking action. Cultivate a mindset of proactivity and resilience. When you encounter challenges, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? What steps can I take to improve the situation? Women, and most people, are generally more attracted to individuals who are solution-oriented, resourceful, and take responsibility for their own lives. They admire men who face adversity with strength and a positive attitude. Research from the Journal of Positive Psychology indicates that individuals who practice gratitude and focus on positive aspects of their lives tend to report higher levels of well-being and are often perceived as more likable and resilient. Activity. Start a solution-oriented journal. Whenever you find yourself wanting to complain about something, instead write down the problem, then immediately brainstorm at least 3 potential solutions or actions you could take to address it. This will help you shift from a complaining mindset to a proactive one. 7. The eager pursuer, chasing instead of attracting. In the realm of romantic relationships, constantly initiating contact, always being the one to make plans, and relentlessly trying to win someone's attention can inadvertently signal a lack of self-worth and a sense of desperation. It can create an imbalance of power and often leads to the very outcome you're trying to avoid, a lack of genuine attraction and respect. As the saying goes, the pursued often loses interest, while the pursuer often loses themselves. The Stoic solution here is to shift your focus from chasing external validation in the form of a relationship to cultivating inner strength and self-sufficiency. Focus on improving yourself, your physical health, your mental well-being, your skills, your passions, your sense of purpose. When you become the best version of yourself and live a fulfilling life, you naturally become more attractive. Women are often drawn to men who are confident, have their own lives, and aren't desperately seeking their approval. Instead of chasing, focus on becoming the prize, someone of value who others are naturally drawn to. As Seneca advised, associate with people who are likely to improve you. Surround yourself with positive influences and focus on your own growth, and attraction will often follow organically. While specific statistics on chasing behavior are limited, principles of social psychology suggest that perceived scarcity and high value increase desirability. By focusing on your own worth and living a fulfilling life, you naturally increase your perceived value. Activity. Take an attraction audit. Honestly assess how much of your time and energy is currently focused on trying to win someone's attention versus investing in your own personal growth and well-being. Make a conscious decision to redirect a portion of that energy towards activities that genuinely improve your life and make you feel more fulfilled. Understanding these 7 signs isn't about becoming hypercritical or changing who you fundamentally are. It's about recognizing behaviors that might be subtly undermining your confidence and your ability to connect authentically with others, particularly women. By adopting the principles of Stoicism, you can cultivate an inner strength that transcends these superficial indicators of weakness. You learn to value your own opinion, express yourself with confidence, manage your emotions effectively, prioritize your purpose, embrace challenges, focus on solutions, and attract rather than chase. In today's competitive landscape, both professionally and personally, projecting strength and self-assurance is paramount. It earns respect, fosters genuine connections, and ultimately leads to a more fulfilling and peaceful life. So take these insights to heart. Which of these signs resonated with you the most? What's one Stoic principle you'll start applying today to cultivate greater inner strength? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your journey might inspire others. If this video has resonated with you and you're ready to take the next step in building your resilient self, give it a like and share it with a friend who could benefit from this message. And if you're committed to unlocking your inner strength through the wisdom of Stoicism, subscribe to The Resilient Man for more actionable advice and empowering insights. Thank you for joining me today. Go out there, embody your strength, and remember, your inner peace and self-mastery are your greatest assets. I'll see you in the next video.